Mai Hawaii nui kuauli ko mo Kea ve ani hau ka lela ni aloha nui kapu. Au ke Kahookahi Kanuha. No hololo kona mai au. And I'm here today to oppose, I think obviously, the proposal to create a rule that would essentially criminalize us for being on the mountain, protecting it from things that the DLNR themselves should be protecting it from, which is a violation of HRS 711-1107, desecration law. I'm not going to repeat it because you guys sit on the board, so I'm sure you know it better than I do. I think it's quite clear, and I think it's been acknowledged by a few members on this board, that this law directly targets people like me. People that have been on the mountain for the past 107 days, not camping. No matter what it looks like, no matter how people want to interpret it, we know we're not there camping. We're there holding vigil, ceremony, at least 3 times a day. Sunrise, Kokalai, Kololo, Napo'o, sunset. As groups and individuals hold ceremony outside of that time. So we're not there camping, we're there due to necessity. We're there as a reaction to the potential and possibly imminent threat of desecration, further desecration upon Mauna Kea. And with all of the heva, all of the ino, all of the haumia that is on that mountain, and that people intend to further put on that mountain, it requires much pule. Requires diligence. It requires, at this point, 24/7 watch. And that's essentially what we're doing. And this law, I think, is 1, I think it's silly. 2, I think it's irresponsible. 3, I think it's weak. And 4, to be quite frank, I think it's kind of pathetic. But it's quite irresponsible to really target us, because it's clear that it is, and to affect, as Uncle was saying, the larger community. And so I'm not here just to protect our rights, but I'm here to protect the rights of those people as well. The rights of cultural practitioners who maybe in some senses cannot access the mountain because of its current state. And now, I've been up there for majority of the time, since the very beginning, before we started counting days. And I know for a fact that we have held ourselves in the highest standard and kapu aloha. And am I going to deny that there have been absolutely no incidents on that mountain? Absolutely not. I'm sure there have been some. But in many of the things that we have been accused of, I will stand firm and say that is absolutely false. Majority of it is a blatant lie. And in even many of the truths, there's only some truth in that. I've not seen any full truths in any of the allegations made against us. And I know that the media and the state obviously wants to sensationalize the pohaku in the road. And Uncle mentioned how he uhani ko ka pohaku. Ai, he meola ka pohaku. Ai na he meola. Mali apa he leo ka pohaku ke kahi. And we don't know what those people heard from those rocks. And I understand this thought that it posed a threat to public safety. I do not believe that any of those individuals did it with that intent. Again, it was a reaction to what was happening on the mountain. That we needed to protect Mauna Kea from further desecration. And so, I know my time's up. Again, irresponsible. It's an attack against us for really doing the job that the state is funded and paid to do themselves. So let's work together. Help us out, because we're trying to help you guys out. We're not here to make you guys the enemy. We know that the rule hasn't been accepted yet, and I hope that, at the end of the day, we do not accept it. But let's work together. Last thing, I've been arrested twice for protecting Mauna Kea. And my last arrest happened on June 24th, and as I was being carried away by 4 DLNR officers, I noticed on the side, "E māla mo pono ia Hawaii. E māla mo pono ia Hawaii." That's what we're doing. That's all we're doing. And the day that we know Mauna Kea is safe from further desecration, then we don't have to worry about this little camping thing. And any law that wants to be passed, you guys got to do what you got to do. We're going to do what we got to do. It will not stop us. That's the truth. It will not stop us. An unlawful law will not stop us. Everybody here is smart enough to know a joint resolution has no power and authority outside of the boundaries of its territory. Kamehameha gave us the ability. And after naka e malamo ko ike apue, malamo ko ike kanaka nui me ke kanaka ike hele ka ele makule ka luahina me ke kama a moi ke ala a ohe mea nana e ho pili kia. We have access to those at all times. So you guys do what you gotta do. We're gonna do what we gotta do. I hope that we can work together and truly malamo pono. Yeah, Hawaii. Mahalo.
I have a question for Kahookahi. Have you been served a notice served a notice of violation of any rules?
I was served a notice of trespass by a private security group who has been privately hired by TMT. I believe it was June 8th or 9th, a few days before Kamehameha Day.
Thank you. Not trying to extend or go super long, so maybe just a couple minutes. But you mentioned just now wanting to work together. What does that mean to you?
First of all, uphold, again, like I said, I believe this government, I think many of us believe this government to be unlawful. But, so the question was asked, does the United States have authority? Yeah, because they're here. Do they have lawful authority? No. But this is the situation we're in. So work together. Let's start with looking at HRS 711-1107. You know, and why is TMT allowed, why are they exempt from that law? If you're going to call placing the rocks in the middle of the road vandalism, then is desecration even a strong enough word for what TMT is going to do? Yeah. So I think we can work together. First of all, we can look at the laws, we can uphold it. I think we are doing what DLNR is meant to do. And so, not here asking for any money, we're going to do it for free. We do it because it's our kuleana. But I think that there's things that you guys can do, help us. When you come and your officers are in the line, turn around, arrest the other guys. Because we're there to prevent desecration. We're not there to obstruct traffic. From the very beginning, from the time that we instituted the law safety checkpoint, we have let every single vehicle through, except for those that told us they're going up there to commit desecration.
I have one more question. So we've been getting log reports in this set of testimony, not necessarily with a lot of more information in it. Some of it may be questionable, or as you said, some of it lies, some of it not the whole part of what may have happened. What is our responsibility? And I mean our Kako, not just us DLNR, you guys, but what is our responsibility to that situation? And what do you think going forward we all can do together about that?
I think we need to fully assess the situation. We need to fully understand, I guess, the accuracy of those claims. Are they true? And if we claim for them to be true, do we have proof of those things being true? Because I can bust out a log right now too and give all kind of claims and allegations against a certain party.
But going forward, I'm putting beside probably both sides get claims from the past. But going forward, what can we do?
I think there can be better communication. I thought we had decent communication with the park rangers. When a lot of these allegations and these documents were made aware to myself, I realized that communication is not as good as we thought. So that's the biggest thing. And there's, so-called leadership on the mountain. Whenever there has been issues, we have been addressed. And there's videos all over YouTube and Facebook that can show us addressing those situations as soon as they're brought to our attention. And we've been very clear from the very beginning, we are not there as a group. We're simply individuals who know that we have a responsibility to this place, to our history, and to our future. And we're willing and more than happy to awamo that kuleana. So I think we just need to have, again, better communication. If all of those things were brought to our attention, we would have addressed them, again, if they were true. Again, there's many things in there that I would say is not true, but all evidence points to us doing everything we can to cooperate fully with the Office of Mauna Kea Management, the park rangers up there. Again, I was under the impression that we had a pretty decent and honest relationship. What I've seen doesn't exactly exemplify that, but it is what it is. I think we can do better moving forward. And again, because we don't plan to leave until Mauna Kea is safe. And until that happens, we'll be there. We'll be there with all respect. We'll be there with dignity. We'll be there in kapu aloha. But we will not shy away from what the truth is.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.